So I live in Philadelphia, and if you've been a part of the Northeast markets in undergraduate education, one of the things that you've been worrying about for years is how am I going to respond when the high school graduation number is so low that I can't feed the funnel that I need to develop? So this is a great question. It's a question that a lot of our partners have been talking about and asking about for a long time. So hopefully this spring, as time allows, and hopefully time will allow, you'll get a good opportunity to take a look at a few different things in order to better expand strategically, big word there, expand your brand footprint. So this is really critical in the states like New England, in the middle states areas, but if you've paid attention to the Census Bureau at all, you know that student migration is moving toward the southwest, and that's where the bigger number of high school graduates are going to be appearing over the next 10 years. Remember, 2024 to 26 is supposed to be the low point, and after that it's supposed to kind of rebound back. So there's still time to prepare, but time is running out. Here's what I would recommend you take a look at as you're thinking about expanding your brand footprint. First of all, take a look at your traffic. Now, hopefully, the first thing you think about is not the traffic light or the highway outside of your institution when I say the word traffic. Hopefully, you think about web traffic. Web traffic is a great tool to be evaluating to understand markets that may be underdeveloped or underrepresented in your enrollment pool. So look at where students are coming from and then figure out, is there a critical mass that maybe is coming from an area where you haven't spent much time or spent much resource in order to develop that area? That could be the low-hanging fruit area that you could take a look at first of all, and you could actually see some return quicker than in developing a brand new strategic area. The second thing I would recommend is take a look at patterns. Now, invariably, if you have paid attention to the high school graduation numbers at all, you've been reading census material and understanding like some of the data and the movement that's happening, but dig deep. Like look at the real census charts and understand, are there areas that overlap maybe with my web traffic or maybe with some of my historic areas that are changing right now over the last in the last census? Have they changed a lot, and are we seeing big movements toward metropolitan areas or states that could be closer in order to capitalize on those? And then take those patterns and build them into your travel plan and build them into digital campaigns that you might not currently have. And the last thing to do, and this is probably the most obvious and the one that hopefully you're already doing, is take a look at your inquiry and app pool. Understanding where your inquiries and apps are coming from, even if they're not matriculating, is an important thing to look at. This can be a population that, again, can have a very quick turnover, a very easy build, and you might have to spend less resources to do it. A word of caution, right? These things don't happen overnight, and the rule of thumb that I try to operate by, or have always operated by, is that it takes about 3 years in order to penetrate and build a little bit of brand recognition in an area geographically. The other thing that I think is really important is to understand that usually developing new markets has to be done on top of what you're currently doing. There are days when I have conversations with partners, they say, I want to build out this market in Texas or this market in Florida or this market in Southern California, and those happen a lot. But what we can't do is ignore the bread and butter markets that we've already had really good success in, because while they might not be producing as many students, they're still critical to building that pipeline. Be patient, it'll happen, and if you adopt a strategy now, and I'm going to restart that one. Be patient, be proactive, and make sure that you understand that this strategy has to be integrated into multiple tools. So whether it's travel, digital campaigns, email campaigns, search buys, all of these things are layered components to a successful expansion of your market. Go get them.